The other thing now, as I come to the conversation I found you guys about, it's important for us to understand that nation building is a work in progress. I don't know how many of us are aware how many years America has been since independence. Since independence up to now, how many years has America? Is it 250 or about? It's almost about 250 years. Huh? There's some. Yes. There's a Luo trying to ensure we hear his big word that he has been rehearsing since morning. So, what I'm trying to say is, it is about 250 years, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah. Can you imagine that a country has had independence for 250 years, and even the people running to be president of that country today have something to promise the people? That should be able to show you that nation building is work in progress. There is no magic that is going to happen that one government is going to descend and voila, all our problems are solved. I found my brother there when I was coming in, and he was asking the brother from Mandera or something, and saying that you should not be able to be thanking government because they have been able to do this. And I perfectly agree with you. But look at the amount of things you've thanked your parents for, yet they are the responsibility of your parents. Look at the number of things that we thank God for, yet he brought us to this world. He was supposed to, it was his responsibility to ensure we are able to survive. Yeah? Yeah, I'm also learning that nowadays you heckle on this show. I've been here for a while. I didn't have that experience. So what I'm trying to just say is that, yes, you pay taxes. Yes, you do all these things. But nation building is work in progress, and therefore those ones who do the right thing must also be allowed to be appreciated for doing the right thing. And the reason why some of these people do that is because of historical injustices. Looking keenly into this country, you will be able to even understand that the life expectancy of this country, I don't know that you are aware, that life expectancy in Kenya is not the same per county. That life expectancy is in Nyeri is at 71 years old, and in Migori it is at 52. So these are the historical realities that we have had. And that's why when some people are able to receive something, you might forgive them for wanting to sound like they appreciate excessively. Yeah. Some of the regions in Kenya, they have roads that are so much that they even take their maize. I don't know if you've been to those parts of this country. I've gone to some parts of this country whereby there is a road where no vehicle passes. And so, hiyo barabara inatumika kutandika mahindi and such kind of things, right? And there's also a constituency like Caleb Amisi's constituency, where the entire constituency has never seen a road. So when those people receive some 10 kilometers of road and you see them shouting in excitement, please forgive them. Please understand them. True. Because we are not existing in a place where we are equal. When you see the people of Nyanza sometimes getting overexcited because they have a cabinet position, sometimes spare them some luck, because some of these people are seeing some of these things for the very, very first time. Is it because it was not the responsibility of other governments to balance the country? It was entirely that responsibility. Did we pay taxes in other governments? We paid taxes completely. But is it true that some regions were disenfranchised even at that time? It is true. When brothers like those ones in Northeastern, you must be able to understand that at some point, that place had a name. I'm forgetting the name of the region. Exactly. And for that reason, it was not supposed to be governed by development. It was supposed to be governed by security. So the priority there was to ensure that it's about security, it's not about development. So when those people wait longer, and therefore today they can be able to see some things, we must be able to understand that it's coming from some history. That when you are coming to a hospital, there are places in this country where there is a constituency in Bungoma called Sirisia constituency. In Sirisia constituency, when a child is sick in Sirisia constituency, the nearest hospital they have to go to is in Bungoma town. And this is a hilly constituency and is extremely dark. So some of these things, it is because the reality of the country is not the same all over. And we have been so disenfranchised, my brother, that at some point, even when some regions people won elections, they were guilt-tripped for winning election. In 2007, when this country went into post-election violence, because Raila Odinga had won election, it was true that we could all see that Raila had actually won election, right? But you know the debate that was there at that time? The debate was that these guys love power too much. Must you guys be in power? Yet we were in a democracy and someone had won election. But instead of accepting that someone had won election, that person, together with the community and the people who voted for them, were guilt-tripped and told, you guys love power too much. Can't you guys just survive without power? Must you be president after all? You've been told be prime minister. Be prime minister. What's wrong with you? So this person was guilt-tripped even for winning election. And that's the background of a country that we are coming into. So we as younger people, when you understand that context, we are able to handle things more differently. We'll be able to understand, when we understand that a child born in Bungoma and a child born in Migori and a child born in Kiambu, the possibility of the death of that child differs according to where they were born. And this is not me speaking, this is statistic that you can all be able to check out. When we have that reality, then we can be able to canvass the country in a better manner. Then we can be able to appreciate that, wait a minute, we have had leaders before, but this one has also tried to get us to the next level. Will one leader solve all our problems? Not at all. But should we be able to actually appreciate a leader who is able to balance the country? I think we should be able to. So that at the end of the day, even the one we bring picks up from somewhere and moves us to the next level. Otherwise, we must be able to know that the background under which we are coming from as a country is where there are some parts of this country that never saw any national government project. Not at all. Not once. So when those people see it today, let us allow them to appreciate what they are able to see. And lastly,